And speaking of threats to regional security, border tensions between Pakistan and Afghanistan have risen. Pakistan seems to be following India's footsteps, well, specifically the Modi government's footsteps. Pakistan carried out 2 airstrikes inside Afghanistan, killing 5 women and 3 children. A spokesperson for the Taliban government, Zabiullah Mujahid, said that Pakistan's reckless strikes had hit homes near the border with Pakistan. The strikes reportedly took place in the eastern border provinces of Khost and Paktika. And hours later, the Taliban government in Afghanistan responded in kind. They also fired across the border after strongly condemning the attacks. Now here's the kicker. First, the Pakistan military denied hitting the targets in Afghanistan and then confirmed carrying out the attack inside Afghanistan. Pakistan's foreign ministry confirmed the cross-border strike. The ministry said that the target of the operation was the terrorists belonging to Hafiz Gul Bahadur Group, which along with Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan is responsible for multiple terrorist attacks inside Pakistan. Earlier, according to the media and the public relations wing of the Pakistan Armed Forces, ISPR, the strike successfully eliminated armed fighters who had orchestrated a recent attack on the Pakistan military. Refuting Taliban's version of what really happened, Pakistan says they eliminated 8 terrorists in the operation that purportedly took place within Pakistan territory. Now, Pakistan says that the terrorists killed were behind the recent attack against its security forces on the 16th of March. In a statement issued on Monday afternoon, the ISPR called it an intelligence-based operation. The ISPR statement did not mention Taliban's claims of airstrikes on Afghan soil this morning. The strikes today come at a time when Pakistan has blamed the Taliban for the rising violence against the Pakistan army personnel. In recent months, the Pakistan military has been repeatedly targeted by armed groups affiliated to the Afghan Taliban. Just take the example of the Tehreek-e-Taliban or the TTP. Over the past few months, the TTP has orchestrated many attacks on Pakistan army personnel. Their key goal is to overthrow the government of Pakistan. And they plan to do this by waging a terrorist campaign against Pakistan armed forces and the state. But you see, it's not just TTP. There are several other new terror groups that have made their life's aim to target the Pakistan army. And so, for some time now, Islamabad has blamed Afghan Taliban for providing safe haven to terror groups targeting them. But the Taliban regime in Kabul have, of course, denied any role. They say they would never allow Afghanistan to be used as a launchpad for terror. But that has not stopped Pakistan from going to town with that accusation. And so we keep coming back to the same situation. Armed groups continue to target the Pakistan military, and Islamabad continues to blame the Taliban. In fact, on numerous occasions, Pakistani officials have threatened to conduct cross-border attacks on terror hideouts in Afghanistan. However, no such attack was ever confirmed until today. Try as they may to deny conducting airstrikes on another country, Pakistan seems to have followed in India's footsteps. It's ironic because this is the same Pakistan that condemned India in the past for doing the exact same thing. For years, India told Pakistan to stop providing safe haven to terrorists. But Pakistan did not listen. After the horrific Pulwama attack of 2019, when 40 Indian soldiers were killed by Pakistan-based Jaish-e-Mohammed, Pakistan still did not do anything. India took matters into its own hands. India bombed Jaish-e-Mohammed camp in Pakistan. It was a non-military preemptive action. It was not an act against Pakistan military. It was an exercise in self-defense to prevent a likely terror attack from the group in the future. Naturally, Pakistan also was not happy. Islamabad had condemned the attack. So it is ironic that today, faced with a somewhat similar situation, similar problem, Pakistan would do something that it apparently had a lot of problem with in the past. Only in Pakistan's case, the problem it faces is of its own making. One of the key reasons why Pakistan faces so many terror attacks now is because for years, Islamabad has used them as instruments of state policy. The Pakistan Army's protection of the Haqqani network and the Afghan Taliban as strategic assets is why the Taliban-affiliated groups retain the sanctuary and the attack capabilities. The question is, can Pakistan today really stand here and deny that? They cannot, and they are not doing that. Before the Pakistan government confirmed the strikes, in fact, the ISPR had said that the operation took place within the country where 8 terrorists, including a high-value target commander, Sarah alias Janan, were killed. This statement again was strange because the Pakistani government keeps telling the world that terror attacks, even the recent one that triggered today's strike, have been launched from Afghan soil. So which one is it really? More importantly, what kind of country's air force would carry out strikes within its own borders? Clearly, Pakistan did not think this through. It shows a confused state with confused policies. The only thing that is not confusing is the fact that Pakistan is being haunted by a homegrown monster. It is a reality that Islamabad has to live with. And a chilling reminder of that came today from the Taliban spokesperson, Zabiullah Mujahid. He said, and I'm quoting, Pakistan should not blame Afghanistan for the lack of control, incompetence, and problems in its own territory. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.